Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
should have changed out of my gym clothes, but whatever.
I still have mine on too.
It's Monday. Yeah,
What are you gonna
right.
do? hmm
I've gotten a few questions, but yeah, some people are hopping on already. So few of my followers were like, "What? You guys are going to be together?" Like,
Oh yeah, nice.
so we'll see if we
Oh,
get any here. But um, so did you work out today?
I did. It was what was it today? It was upper body today. I'm like, yeah, upper body.
Yeah, I
Um,
usually. What'd you
huh?
do? What'd you
What did I
do?
do? What did I do? I just did bench press. I did lat pull downs. I did some bat wing rows and some lat raises with the cable machine.
Love those. Those are, shoulders are my
I
fave.
I know. I love doing shoulders.
Yeah, shoulders are definitely my fave.
What's up, you guys? What did you think of the present I guess was it like a group coaching not a group
Your
coaching.
group coaching call with Legacy?
Yes, 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 yes. That was
Yeah.
like my first time doing anything like that, so I was a little
Oh, really?
nervous.
No, it
Mhm.
was great. Um, yeah, just for that particular group, they're just like they're not into TikTok, so they're more like Instagram, and it's like they're just not quite used to that. So
Yeah. The only thing they're limiting their reach. What like, what if something happens to Instagram and then they have like this is like it's important, I don't know, I think, to like branch out and have other, things and not just stick to one in case, something goes awry with one of them.
yeah, yeah, it's that's the thing. It's like yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Very limiting. So
Yeah. Mhm.
and just like, oh, I can't do TikTok. Like, why? You're doing it already on another platform. Like, why
I
not?
know.
So
Yeah. It's the same thing, just different
it's
platform.
it's the same thing, literally. So when did you start TikTok? You said
Um
2020?
2020 and like the end of 20 like very like not the beginning of 2020, like I say the summer of 2020.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of when I started to April, and then something happened. I had a reel pop off, and then like I got a bunch of followers from that.
Yeah.
But nothing. It hasn't really. It's been really slow lately. So,
Yes.
but not
Yeah.
like you've exploded, but and then your podcast too. So, and I follow Matt as well. So that's cool that you guys have come together. Where does he live?
Ohio.
Oh, okay. So wait, you guys were together though.
Yeah, we because we have a Patreon for the podcast, so we meet up and like do videos together and things like that.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yes. Oh my God, change your hair. Okay, Meg. Bye. Blocked. See ya. I love like people come on here. See you later, Maggie. It's been nice. I hit that block button like nobody's business. Like any negativity, you're gone. Bye bye.
I get the feet comments and like, can you show us your abs? What? Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Let me get my feet. Let me hold on.
Right? Oh my God, people. That sardine video made me laugh because people rush to buy them after her video. Yeah. So I stitched a girl. Did you see that? The girl that she was telling people to eat sardines because that's what helped her lose weight. But she was doing keto OMAD,
Oh
intermittent
God.
fasting. That's what she called it. It's like a combination of all the worst things that you could do at one time. And so she came into my comment section and she was saying things like, I was just using that sound to go viral and it's making me money. I'm like, so you're spreading misinformation so you can go viral. That's cool. Noted.
Yeah.
And she just kept going off and finally she blocked herself. So people are like, well, you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of it sucks though because like somebody will see that doesn't realize like that's not that's just not the way to do it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, like fuck, I haven't tried that. God, that's what I'm not doing right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's hello, that's what I should be doing. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like So much. So
I know.
here, here we go. Do you ladies think apple cider vinegar with the mother is good for gut health or no? So it's it's fine. It's fine. But I don't think it's, the be all or end all to
Yeah.
have.
No.
Anything like it's never going to be just one thing, right? The whole lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, like quite honestly, is probably not the best for your esophagus if you're going to do shots of apple cider vinegar. Because I've done it. Shit, I've done everything, right?
Yeah.
I've done it, and I'm like, ew, this can't be good for the throat.
Right? Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
I say eat your fiber if you want some like gut health fiber.
yeah. I do make my own bone broth. Of course I do, but I just do, and I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there because it pulls the marrow out,
Yeah.
right?
Bone
So
broth
it's
is
like,
good.
yeah, it is good it is good for gut. So, one thing that I did and I got tore up about was, the high fiber wraps. And I know you did a video and then
Mhm.
it was gone. So I
I
bet
took
you
it
got the
down.
same fucking backlash that I did. And if you're tracking macros, the macros don't add up.
Yeah.
And there's no way to tell like what fiber in there is soluble or insoluble. And it's
Mm-hmm.
also a marketing ploy. So they don't do it like, so on a can of beans, when there's 6 grams of fiber, they're not taking away the calories on
Right.
that can of beans. But when they take, so I'm talking about products that are going to say low carb net carbs, right? Net
Yeah.
carbs is the one that you kind of want to be looking at. And
Yep.
so the low carb spinach wraps, which I love, right? I like them.
Yeah.
I have the little ones, but the bigger ones, they're like, it says it's like 200 calories. Or no, it's not listed, but I did the math on it. It's 200 calories
Yeah.
on this thing. It's like 25 grams of fiber. I'm like, who can you? How can you?
Right.
Right, with all that fiber at once. And then I started doing a little research, and the research on there is so mixed on
Yeah.
that. But oh, did I get tore a new asshole on
Yeah.
that one?
I took mine down because I was sick of it. I was sick of the fucking crazy ass questions because people can go to the next level. And I was like, I just don't even need this right now. To try to explain to the masses is I'd rather just explain it to my clients because
Yeah,
people will be, they were messaging me like, oh my God, they're lying about the fiber in the apple. I'm like, stop. Okay.
I know.
You're
Yeah,
going
it was.
way too fucking far with this shit. Okay. I'm not talking about an apple here. I'm talking about the low carb keto wraps and like the Nix ice cream and the
Yeah,
Halo top. Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah. It was. I got stitched on one video, and they went after me hard,
yeah. Oh
hard.
yeah.
It
I
was
got
like
stitched too.
a
Mm-hmm.
40-year-old, like I forget his name, but like Bro Nation or whatever, and the followers, like the comments that I got on that was ridiculous. Or like, of course, look at her. Oh, what a this is the reason why TikTok should be banned.
Oh God.
Spreading misinformation. Look at her and her shrew. She's a shrew.
Yeah.
That was an awesome comment. And then,
Jeez.
oh, she's a menopause weight loss coach, and so her in comparing my clients to bovines, to cows, right? I'm like, what?
Wow.
What? Like, and
Wow.
I couldn't comment on anything because that was shut off
Oh no.
on the stitch. And I'm like, this is great.
Right? Oh my God.
But yeah, hey guys, like just if you do deduct the fiber from the calories, but they're still in there. They're still going to count. So if you have something that big and that's going to be in your staple diet, it is going to affect your macros. So
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about the fiber in the like the low carb wraps, you guys. Someone's asking what are you guys talking about? Um
the low carb balance
yeah.
wraps, and then there's a few others. There's a few out there. It will say net carbs too. If they're touting net carbs, then
Mm-hmm.
why? Right? Because they have another wrap that's the same exact right next to it that has the full calories in it, right? Not as much fiber. What is that
Right.
fiber that's in there? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
It's not like a naturally occurring fiber. They're putting it there intentionally so
Right.
that they can make that claim so they can make more money off of you.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. My full name is Elizabeth, yes. Who is with me today? This is Kathy, Coach Kathy Catalyst.
Kathy Cote Catalyst, whatever. Kathy Catalyst is good.
Yeah, the catalyst.
So
Um,
I think we have like a shared passion though for not for fashion, passion for fitness and health, right?
yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. How
Lifting
long have you
and
been coaching, Kathy?
so in informally probably like 10 years, but like online since for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
So but COVID doubled down on online coaching. I didn't even
Absolutely
realize
right.
that this was a thing. So which is kind of amazing that you can actually reach more people instead of me seeing 4 or 5, 6 clients, 8. I remember like having days where just stacked up and being just exhausted.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. And now you can reach so many more
I
people
know.
with
Yep.
the online space. So
Totally. Let's see. Okay. I have some questions. Okay. What information can you share on insulin resistance? Thank you. What would you like to know? I think that's like, I
that's the
think
new buzzword.
I was going to say, this is a term that people like throw the fuck around because, you know, like, oh, this food causes insulin spike. It's like everything causes an insulin spike. Literally fucking, you would
It's
die without it.
supposed
Okay.
to. Yeah.
Fucking die without insulin. And
Right.
insulin is not the reason that you're not losing fat. Okay. It's not you're not gaining fat from insulin. You're gaining fat from too many calories.
Yep.
Um,
And the
definitely.
body's response to those calories are going to be different depending on the state of your health. What is your health like? If you eat like shit, if you sleep like shit,
Yeah.
then yeah, you're going to have you could have insulin resistance. If you have diabetes
Mm-hmm.
caused by lifestyle,
Right.
you guys can do so much for your health by sleeping, by drinking some freaking water, getting
Yeah.
your daily activity in instead of engaging in one a day meals,
Yeah.
which is would be helpful for a certain population. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do OMAD, but there's a very, very small percentage of the population that's going to benefit from one meal a day when in
Right.
fact as women we really benefit from having food in our bellies, especially before we're going to the gym or if we have to do anything with our brain, right? We need those calories and carbs. We got to have those carbs.
Yep.
So I don't think we actually answered the question on insulin resistance. I don't know if we had a follow-up question on that.
I haven't yet.
All right. So I've been having issues and been trying to advocate for hormone panel, and that's what the doctor suggested was, all right, Cape Cod girl forever. The doctor suggested apple cider vinegar. And as far as having issues trying to advocate for hormone panels, you can get those on your own. You can order those on your own. You don't need to wait for a doctor as far as that.
Right.
And also, labs aren't exactly the be all end all either. What's important to know is thyroid for sure. We want to see where your hormones are at as far as sex hormones go, but that's going to be kind of a moving target, especially as you're going through menopause and they're fluctuating. It's just going to be a snapshot, but you can definitely figure out what's going on with cortisol and what's going on with thyroid as well. That's all that I have for here.
I'm hearing food and oxalates aren't good for you. Even veggies that are good for you. Oh my God, you guys.
Kale and spinach.
I mean, seriously, that's fucking nuts. Like, honestly, people make these videos to go viral. Just proving my point from the video I stitched today, she fucking told me, and I called her out on it, and she blocked me. Okay, so this is the thing. If it sounds too good to be true, and it sounds fucking crazy, it probably is. So we need to stop. Like, imagine like saying kale and fucking spinach is bad for you. No one eats enough of it for even to be bad at all. At all. Like,
At all. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
one is fucking downing 8 heads of lettuce or spinach and kale a day.
Unless you're a juicer or a vegan.
Correct. But I should, yeah, knock on wood, right? Like there's someone out there doing it, but not a majority of the population. Oh my God.
I literally have done everything. So
yeah, nothing's too good to be true at this point.
Yeah. Um, sorry, dealing with tax shit. Hey guys, smash that like button, right? If you have any questions, smash that like button. Pop the questions in here.
Yeah, ask us
You
questions. Oh
guys
my.
got us here, right? We can be smart assy all day long, but we do want to help you. You know?
Okay, this is the question that I get. I this is on my list of videos to make because I'm so frustrated with people overcomplicating walking. Okay, what is your
Okay.
opinion on the 12-3-30? Do it if you want. It's not magic.
What's that?
It's it's a treadmill workout where you set the incline on 12. You do the speed at 3 and you do it for 30 minutes.
Oh, fuck that.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just fucking walk. Go outside and walk. Go on the
I'd rather
treadmill,
go
walk.
outside right on the
You
golf
don't.
course there and walk.
You go as fast or as slow as you want. Just move your body. Like 12-3-30, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't. It's not a magic fix for fat loss. You need to be in a calorie deficit. So do whatever you want, exercise wise, right? Uh, it's like this new trend thing, and I literally the past 2 weeks have been asked about it way too many times, and I'm
All right.
fucking.
I guess I missed something then.
Yeah, yeah.
No, because my feet's full of the mascara drama. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm on that too. I'm like, get me out of here. Um, okay, let's see. What to do with 55 years old and gaining weight?
I'm 55.
I'm 50.
It depends on what you're doing now. And
Uh-huh.
obviously what you're doing isn't working. So we'd actually have to have a little bit more information. Um, fat loss and weight loss is all from diet, right?
Okay.
Exercise isn't going to influence, it is not going to get you into a caloric deficit. And if you do too much exercise, it's actually increasing your body's need for more calories because your
Mm-hmm.
body is going to make you hungry. It says we got to replace those calories. We need those calories.
Yeah.
The only way to affect fat loss, have effective fat loss is through your diet. You can't exercise those calories away.
Yeah. I've tried. I've tried.
Yeah.
Can't
That
run.
was
You can't outrun a fork.
that was me, right? I was 47 training for a marathon. So I was running probably 25, 30 miles a week at that time, teaching 2 spin classes a day, doing my HIIT classes because then I was a instructor as well. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God. And I took on somebody else's schedule and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get so skinny from this, right? I did not. In fact, I got fatter.
Same
And
thing happened to me when I trained for a marathon. When
I
I was
didn't
training for,
understand why.
yeah, when I trained for a marathon too at 47, I was teaching classes, running 30 miles a week. My body did not change. In fact, it looked worse than it did before.
Yeah. And
So,
I was like, I took a picture of me. I was like working out so hard. I took a picture. I was like flexing and I saw the picture. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is going on?
right.
Wait a minute. What is that? All right. So Normita 786 is asking about our opinion on the estradiol patch. Um, so I can't give medical advice. I can just give you my opinion, right? And my
Mm-hmm.
experience. And I was experiencing hot flashes and not being able to sleep. And that's when I went with a company called Winona and they sent me the estradiol patch. And then I also got progesterone pills. And it was a game changer. Now, I will tell you, I did gain about 7 pounds this spring with that. Um, it's just whenever you introduce something new into your system, you have to realize, especially something like hormones, you have to realize there's going to be some kind of adaptation process to that
Mm-hmm.
where, we don't know what's going to happen. And so I was supposed to be going into a cut for the summer, and then that was definitely put on hold, and then it leveled out eventually. But
Yeah.
it really was a game changer. But you really do want to seek medical advice on that. I'm just giving you my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. Hell on Heels. That's a cool name. I'm 44, hell on heels.
I love it.
I know, right? I'm 44 and I've noticed my midsection has grown. I have a sweet tooth. Any suggestions? So what's going on is as you get older, your estrogen starts to decline. So your weight is just shifting to your belly area, right? So that means that you're still eating too many calories. And now it's just going to your belly. So, I have a sweet tooth. Any suggestions? I would, look at your protein intake. What is that throughout the day? Make sure you're getting adequate protein, at least 25 to 30 grams per meal. Um, Eating a balanced meals will help that sweet tooth. But I think, a lot of people have a sweet tooth. Do you ignore those cravings? Do you, allow yourself sweet treats? Do you have anything to add?
I have a sweet tooth too. So I eat it. It's in balance, right? But so
Yeah.
to me, it's probably a habit as well. So right around like just before I came on this call, it was coffee and a strip of chocolate. But my
Mhm.
body's like, it's time for that, right? So
Yeah.
if you deny it, if you try to take out those things, though, literally, I found that doesn't work. Your body just wants it more. So if you can just
Right.
give it a little bit, satisfy that sweet tooth, and then move on,
Yeah.
eating carrots and shit like that ain't gonna work. That's not curing the sweet tooth. That's not what you
Right.
want, right? But like Beth said, if you will increase your protein, that's going to drive hunger down. You're going to be full and satisfied. So maybe you don't. Maybe the reason that you are having cravings, not necessarily having a sweet tooth, is because you're hungry and your body's trying to get you to eat. And when
Mhm.
it sends you that signal to say, "Hey, we want something sweet," that's the quickest way for your body to get that food in, the most convenient way. So
Yeah. I would definitely make sure you're getting enough protein at each meal. Do you track spray oil? I don't. I don't know. I don't.
I will if I'm getting ready like for a photo shoot, which I've done like twice. So
Yeah.
um just because like I'll probably use it 3 times. I'm going to use it for breakfast. I'm going to use it for lunch. I'm going to use it for dinner.
Right.
I'll just rack it up to 50 calories. So, and because I did a video, I was actually during COVID, and I was like
Mhm.
spraying, and I'm like, and I just used the regular spray, so I sprayed that, but it showed the time, and so there are calories in that spray oil. It says like an eighth of a spray is like
Mhm.
0, right? Okay, cool, right? That's like right, like
Right.
no, when you're cooking, you're like so. I
Yeah.
timed it, and so I worked it out to it's about 27 calories when you do that kind of a spray. So yeah, those are going to add up. But at the end of the day, is that what's stopping you?
Right. Right.
Really, I mean, is it? So I don't, unless I was going to be super specific with my calories, which I don't need to be.
Yeah.
Nini 1025, she says she loves us both. Are ab exercises effective for getting rid of belly fat, or is it more diet? Beth, take it away.
Diet. Diet. Can't
Yeah,
you can't spot reduce fat. So
yeah.
nutrition.
And it's funny too because you see like if you're somebody that does ab exercises every day and waiting for something to happen, right? They're there. They're there. You just can't see them because they're covered by a layer of maybe, in my case, back when I was struggling with weight gain, Pinot Grigio and Chardonnay, right? That was the reason I couldn't see my abs, right? They were under there, but covered by a layer of fat. So,
Yeah.
um, I know sometimes people are like, "Oh, I'll work out when I lose the weight." Like, why? Right?
I
We should
know.
do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Do it at the same time because if you're losing fat, you want to make sure that you are weight training and putting muscle on your body because if you lose fat and you don't have any muscle under there, then you're going to have this shit waving in the wind, right?
Yep.
We want to make sure we take up that space with
Mhm.
some muscle. Same with the abs too, ladies, right? If you lose belly fat and you don't have any tone under there, that's not going to be a pretty look.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Um, um,
Hit
um,
those
um,
likes, guys. Hit those likes.
Okay, Heather. Oh, wait. First, I need to do a review. I need you to do a review on the strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper. I can't find it. I can't find it either, so I can't give you a review because I've been looking for it too. I cannot find it. I live in Maine. We don't get shit here.
Strawberry cream Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
Oh, I need to find that.
I know. I know. I've been looking for it. I can't find it, but it's out there somewhere.
Dang.
Um,
What? Yeah. What do we? I haven't seen it, but I think my store's kind of limited. Market Basket's kind of limited. Do you have Market Basket in Maine?
No.
Stop and Shop?
Nope.
No Stop and Shop?
Hannaford's, Walmart, Trader Joe's, which is not near me, Target, but no.
Target might have it eventually, or Walmart. I know Trader Joe's probably wouldn't.
No.
Oh, Hell on Heels is here. Thank you for the follow, Hell on Heels. I appreciate it. What else do you guys have?
Let's see. Beth has a lot of delicious sugar-free recipes on her page. I do, and I also just came out with a cookbook. If you're interested in, I have the link for it in my link tree on my page, and sales are continuing until Wednesday, and then we're stopping that. So I have a cookbook if you're interested in that.
So what's in your cookbook?
Let's see, what's in my cookbook? We have soups, we have desserts, we have like main courses. What do we have? I made my own homemade Pop-Tart recipe. Greek yogurt brownies, shrimp fried rice. There's homemade chicken soup, Asiago cheese, cauliflower rice type deal. A lot of good stuff.
Nice. So you bake?
I cook all the time, yeah. And I also work with my friend Rich, who is who's lost like 300 pounds. He's local near me. And he actually writes a lot of the recipes for the recipe portal for my clients. So we kind of like went in together in this cookbook.
That's awesome. Yeah. Why not? I take that resource and then turn that into, I have the Lazy Girl Cooking Guide. And that's free on my Facebook group, right? And
nice.
Do not expect a lot, okay? This is assembly, right? This is how to put shit together, and
right?
In 5 minutes, right? It ain't nothing, right? Like a cookbook. It's about like 15. No, it's about 20 recipes with some cocktails and mocktails as well, too. So
love it.
Yeah, I'm more of an assemble kind of cook. Once in a while, I'll get. My husband's a chef, so I'm like, I don't.
Nice.
By default, I don't have to cook, but I do put things together pretty well.
Yep.
So yesterday, somebody had asked where the 1,200 calorie diet came from, and I said, well, it's not really a diet. And then I was like, I think it was just kind of common. It just is the term that was common. And then I went to look that up. Where did that come from?
It came from a woman, and I don't remember her name though, but
in like 1920 or something like that. Yeah. 1920. That's the advice that we're going off of. Oh, thank you, Grace Reed 76.
Yeah.
It's 2023 and we're going to take advice from a woman from 100 years ago, right? So
yeah. And this goes, this question, Sismua, I'm eating 1,300 calories a day and not much change in weight loss. Yeah, that's really low calories. I mean, honestly, that's hard to stick to. And it's your first, fat loss and weight loss are different, right? So you may be losing fat, but you're not losing weight on the scale. But I also reevaluate your calorie intake, because it's really hard for people to eat that low for a very long period of time. Okay. So somewhere you're not being consistent, which is fine, because I wouldn't be able to be consistent with 1,300 fucking calories either. So really, like, it's about eating as much as you can so you can be consistent with your weight loss. So as much as you can while still being able to lose fat, not like trying to starve yourself and then going over your calories on the weekend, because you can't fucking, who can eat 1,300 calories? Like, I'm over that by freaking like mid-afternoon.
By 2. I'm already at 1,300.
You know, like, I know, I need to check. I probably am too. So it's very easy to go over 1,300 calories. I went, and this, for example, like this weekend, I knew I was going to eat way more than normal. My son's had a birthday party with like 8 kids, and there was cake and pizza and, you know, chips and all this shit, right? So I'm like, I'm going to track all this and see like what it came out to. Okay. Yeah. Mind you, I didn't really eat that much. I had a lot of fucking calories, but I didn't really eat that much. And this goes to show and how easy it can be to eat 3,000 calories like this.
Oh,
I
I
had a
can.
couple slices of pizza. I had a couple handfuls of cheese balls. I had some gummy worms, you know, really. And if you were to look at it, you'd be like, wow, that's not that much. But no, it fucking added up. And it was over 3,000 calories that day. So I'm telling you, like, we don't understand how fast it really is to eat a lot of calories.
Especially with highly palatable foods, right?
Yeah.
Gummy worms,
Highly
right?
caloric foods.
What's
Mm-hmm.
a serving? Six, maybe six gummy worms for probably 130
Oh, yeah.
calories.
100 I easily had like, you know,
Two,
3 or 4
servings.
servings.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a matter of like minutes.
Same with cheese balls, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like, hell yeah.
easy. Mm-hmm.
I think we might have the same palate.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I was getting photo shoot ready, like really lean for me, and that was like pushing down to like where you're not comfortable, right? If you're getting ready
Yeah.
for a photo shoot and you want to see abs, it's hard.
Right.
And even then, like I had to dip below 1,300 calories, and it was tough. It was tough, and I had to do that for 6 weeks. I had zero energy, no motivation. It was right before 4th of July. My photo shoot, I think, was July 6th. I'm like, yay, you know, missed out. You miss out on a lot of stuff when you're doing that. But that was to get super, super lean.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right around 130 or so. Photo shoot lean was for me is like 120. And so I don't know, like to address, that person who's eating 1,300 calories. I don't know where you're at,
Yeah.
but I just had a group program and I have 25 women in there, and it sucks because I have women who are 180 pounds, 200 pounds, 210 pounds, 150 pounds, 170, and they're eating 800 calories, 900 calories, 1,100. That's what they're logging. I don't know if that's what they're eating, but it's just not a lot. And we have this idea that we have to just restrict calories so low. And like Beth was saying, it's not sustainable, right? And so are they really eating that low? No, because on the weekend, like again, your body is going to try to get those calories back, and then we're like, I don't know what I had. It's too hard to track. I don't know, but Beth
Yeah.
did it, tracked it. A couple pieces of pizza, some gummy worms, and some cheese balls, and right,
Yeah.
you're up there.
Yeah.
Baseball mom 22. What is your take on BMI? I'm getting conflicting information, outdated versus some doctors only use. It is outdated information,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you have any kind of muscle on your body. It's going
Yeah.
to have it's going to be, it could show that you are obese when in fact you just have more muscle mass on your body, so it's not, I don't go by BMI personally.
Yeah. Let's see. For fat loss, is it necessary to cut out alcohol or change the alcohol and habits behind it?
Bingo. That's your
Yeah,
clip.
the alcohol, the habits, yes. You know, you have to ask yourself, do your actions match your goals? Like, is going out and binge drinking every weekend really getting you to where you want to be? We have to really, like you said, take a look at your habits and things like that pertain to alcohol.
Yeah, I'm doing dry January, so probably in February, whatever. I have no plans to end it, so but it will have an effect on weight loss specifically if that's what you're trying to accomplish, then then cut that definitely something that would be an easy way to save a ton of
Yeah.
calories.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So you said you were training for a marathon. Did you run a marathon?
I was supposed to in April of 2020. So
Uh,
I trained the entire fucking like fall and winter, and then the race got canceled like 4 weeks before it started because of COVID.
which one were you doing? Boston?
Sugarloaf.
Ooh, dang. Dang. So that must have been a lot of hill training too, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I was pissed. My friends were like, "Do it in the neighborhood." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah,
run a
no.
marathon in my neighborhood, you guys. I don't care if you're watching me. I'm not. I'm done." I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. I hope
I'm
fucking
done.
metal.
I went up to, I think I ran up to like 17 miles. And there we go.
When I was training, I ran. I don't know if you're familiar with Killington in Vermont, but I did that road from the bottom to the
Hilly.
top and bottom. Yeah, that was hell. It's the downhill that kills you.
Yeah.
But I don't run anymore. All right, guys. Hit those likes. Hit them up.
You
Hit
got
them
the
up.
book. I saw someone that said if the dream body is a nightmare to maintain, it's not really a dream body. Yeah. I mean, trust me, you guys, to get to your absolute fucking leanest, it's not easy and it's very hard to maintain. I've done it and it's very, very, very fucking hard. You have to be so fucking restrictive. It's not fun. It's not any way to live your life. Um, yeah. It's very hard to maintain a certain level of leanness.
Yeah,
And
I think the
life.
dream body is the one that you can maintain. I'm at my dream body where I don't have to obsess about food.
Right,
I can
right.
I can have popcorn. I can have cheese balls. I can have a weekend like away, and it's not going to affect my body. Right?
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Is maintenance is getting to your goal and staying there because it's. I don't think weight loss is the problem. I think maintaining the weight is the problem.
Right.
And the reason why you can't maintain is because of the methods that you're using to get to that result. And trust me, I've done it, right? The Oprah effect, right? Where she wheeled all that fat
Oh
out
yeah.
in her
Remember
little
that?
skinny jeans and her black turtleneck. And then she gained it right back. And I was like, what is that? So
Yeah.
I did that more times than I can count. As soon as I hit that number, super scale obsessed, as soon as I hit that number, boom, I did it. Happy dance, go on, live my life. And then it literally came back, right? And you go, if you do that
Mm-hmm.
cycle over and over, then every time you do that, and I was severely restricting, so I'm losing weight by muscle and fat, but then I'm gaining the weight back. But guess what, ladies? That fat is gone. Gone. I'm sorry, that muscle is gone. And then
Mm-hmm.
the weight that I gained back was fat. And so, how the hell? I looked at myself, how the hell do I have this much fat on my body? And that was because of that cycle, that yo-yo dieting, which I did it twice a year,
Yeah.
after New Year's, and then let's do it again in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I try to overcomplicate my food by being too strict. I guess I'll have to start using my food scale. So, a couple things there. Um, yeah, being too strict is, I'm hearing like maybe taking foods out, right? Not letting yourself have foods that you enjoy, which kind of sucks the life out of, your diet and your life basically. But and starting to use a food scale for certain things is definitely going to be useful, right? Things like peanut butter, things like
Mm-hmm.
oils, cooking oils. It's nice to know how much of that are you actually having, but there's no reason that you can't have whatever you want to eat within reason. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think a food scale is great. Honestly, that's my thing in the morning, right? Put my scale in there, slap my yogurt in there. I know it's 3 big scoops, right? But I'm still going to measure out the 170 grams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put my protein powder in there. I don't measure that out because it's already measured. But, I want for me, I measure because I want to make sure if so I front load my protein. I front load most of my calories. I tend to have a lighter dinner. So I
Mm-hmm.
am literally at 1,400 calories, right? My maintenance is about 2,000 calories. I got to put in my snack, right? My my popcorn that I'm going to have in a little bit, and then the
Right.
chocolate that I had. But so I want those meals to be anywhere from like 50 to 70 grams of protein for those meals. And then tonight, like I'm probably not going to be responsible for that much protein, maybe 25 or 30 grams, which is like easy. And so that's a lighter meal for me at night.
Yeah.
But, everybody's different, honestly.
Yeah. Tech Girl 77. How long does it take for your body to realize this is your normal weight once you reach maintenance? Okay, I think that sounds like a body set point theory type thing, which we can I don't really believe in that set point theory. I mean, that kind of doesn't make any sense, but how long does it take for your body to realize this is your normal weight once you reach maintenance? I think this is a calorie thing, right? So either you're eating the same amount of calories your body needs to maintain, or you're eating too much, or you're eating not enough. I need more context. Like what are you trying to get at there? Do you understand the question really,
I
Kathy?
don't, maybe like once you get to maintenance calories, how do you know? Right? I would say like give that 10 days. If you're not gaining or losing at this amount of calories, then you're at maintenance.
Yep. And I would track your weight. And so you could see the overall trend over time. And it's going to create a graph. So if the graph is going up and down like this, kind of like in the straight direction, because your weight's always going to fluctuate, then you're basically at maintenance. But if it's like trending up, you're eating too many. If it's trending down, you're in a deficit still.
Yeah. Um, Lulu Lisa. Is that right? No, Lulu Lisa. Lulu Lisa. 155. Is there one exercise routine you recommend the most? Uh, I
Walking.
yeah, I like that. I like walking.
Um, I think,
Walking,
ooh,
weight training.
well, I mean, strength training, right? But you're not doing different workouts all the time. So you want to focus on progressive overload. So doing the same forms of exercise like 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Um,
Yeah. I was definitely a program hopper.
yeah, I used to be too. Not definitely not anymore.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Mind Pump?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I actually did theirs. I did like their programming. So that was like the first time that I really actually followed, like, well, that's not true because I did follow Jamie Eason as well. So, but, it was always just like seeing like look at her, look at how she looks, right? I'm going to do what she's doing. And then
Right.
thinking that you're going to get those results. So definitely program hopping. Oh my God, look at that. That looks so cool, right? And then you do stupid shit. Like you get on the freaking step mill and you're doing this shit because the lady on there had a Brazilian butt lift and she looks amazing. So obviously I'm going to do that to get that butt.
Right.
That doesn't do anything. But hopefully that answered that question. There isn't one. It's the exercise routine that I recommend the most is the one that you can stick to, is the one that you can
Mm-hmm.
actually do what you have time for.
Yep.
What's your training schedule like? How many days a week do you do?
4 days a week, upper lower body splits.
Upper lower, yeah. How long are you in the gym for?
Probably an hour.
Yeah. You have a regular gym, right? Not Planet Fitness?
I go to Planet.
Oh, you
I
do?
have a gym in my basement, but I don't fucking use it. I'd be on the phone. So the only gym near me is like a Planet Fitness or the gym that I used to coach at, but I don't want to go in times where the gym, I won't be able to work out. I wouldn't be able to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd end up talking to people. So to
I'm like,
go somewhere
headphones
else.
in.
Yeah,
What, huh?
I know.
I do like the convenience of Planet Fitness though, because if I travel, then
Yeah.
there's one like right around the corner, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't go to. Oh no, we did. I did go to the one in Scottsdale. To tell you the truth, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, not that trip that I went there, but so that I love that convenience of Planet
Yeah.
Fitness. You can go pretty much everywhere.
What are your thoughts on intuitive eating? Does obesity as a disease contradict intuitive eating? Um, so intuitive eating is not a diet, right? I feel like intuitive eating is for all people that are, in recovery for eating disorder, or that's usually, intuitive eating is kind of an approach that you do when you already know like what portions are like and things like that. But if you're someone that's overweight and you don't know anything about portions, I don't recommend intuitive eating because how are you going to intuitive
No.
eat when you don't really even know? You know?
I would assume we're both in the position where we could intuitively eat,
Yeah, for sure.
right? And kind of eyeball where calories are. But
Mm-hmm.
I track because I have I want to make sure I'm hitting my protein goal so I can build muscle. That's why I track and not
Same
get
for
fat.
me. And tracking keeps me on track.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I actually really love it because then I know what I'm eating and I know what I'm taking in and I know I'm getting enough protein. I track my fiber, my protein. So it's not for everyone. Do you guys have any more questions?
I don't have anything on my end. Do you have a coach, Beth? Or are you just
Nah. I mean, I do Jordan Lips programming, but I don't really have a coach. I'm like in his group coaching.
yeah. Like he was awesome. So Beth and I went to the an IFCA. It was like a FitBiz kind of mastermind event, but Lane Norton was there, Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Syatt was there, Vince Pitstick was there, Brendan Myers, Casey Schiff,
Mm-hmm.
who am I missing? Andrew Coates and John Romanello,
John Romaniello, yep.
something like that. Yeah. Who else? Who was the
I don't think of who else.
Heidi Powell,
Yes.
and God, I don't know who I'm missing. Jordan was awesome. I love
Yeah, he's
his
the best.
content anyways. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, but there was a good time. There was a ton of information. Lane was interesting for sure. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a good event. Jill Iser she walks almost 10 miles a day. Holy fuck.
Dang.
Also, I try to drink 100 ounces a day and still have trouble losing weight. Something's off balance there, Jill. Right? So I don't. We'd have to take a look at the diet, right, and see.
Yeah, remember nutrition is the driver of fat loss. So what's going
Yeah.
on in your diet that you could do better, right? Like what's going well and what is something that you can work on?
And then why are we walking 10 miles a day? Is that for your job? Are you like a ranger, right? And that's what you
Right.
do? Or are you purposely trying to burn calories doing that? In 10 miles a day is a lot. That's 2 hours. It's got to be 2 hours, at least 2 hours of walking. Could your time be spent better doing something else? I don't know your situation. So,
Yeah.
um, Beth, what kind of cookbook do you have? How can they get their cookbook?
If you go to the link tree on my page, if you press the link on my bio, right, it'll say cookbook on top. So they're low calorie, high protein recipes. They're all integrated in my Fitness Pal so that you can track them very easily, but they're family friendly. There's desserts, there's soups, there's main courses, there's appetizers, lots of good stuff. So if you like my recipes that you've seen on my page, you probably really like this cookbook.
Yeah, I saw your shrimp stir fry the other day. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm having that tonight for dinner. I had it last night and I'm having it tonight for dinner.
Yeah. Um, she's asking, I don't cook. Are they easy?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, easy for me, maybe not easy for you. So easy, like hard is relative to the individual, right? So you still need to like put things together and measure and buy ingredients. So it's not like here, have a box of this and a box of this and you can combine it. They're easy, but you know, they may not be for you. I don't know.
Yeah. Jill's coming in with some more details. Also, I work swing shift, so my sleep schedule is way off. So maybe she's a nurse or maybe she works for UPS, which is why she has so many steps in. Um, Circadian rhythm, like I'm not going to get all into that, but that is going to have a huge effect on your metabolism. And if you follow Sam Miller at all, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but I would check out Sam Miller Science, and see what he has to say about posts on shift workers and the circadian sleep schedule. He does have a lot of information on.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely. So I figured something was off there, right? But yeah.
Yeah. You may have mentioned this. Where can I purchase your cookbook, Beth? If you go into on my profile page, right, I have a link right in there. It's right at the top of my link tree. It says cookbook, but you have to press the link in my bio. Link in bio.
Link in bio. I'm like, what does that mean? I know TikTok's horrendous for sending links and all. Like I can try.
They
I
are.
don't even
They like
try
TikTok
anymore.
does not like you to promote anything that you're doing. So,
Yeah.
I right now actually, if you are not following me on Instagram, I have the link in my stories in Instagram. Very easy. I just posted it. Sale ends on Wednesday, so
Oop, get on it.
get on
Get
it.
down on it.
Get down on it. Um, Does the
Yeah.
calorie deficit formula goal weight times 12 depend on the amount of daily activities you have? No. It's just a straightforward, I learned this from Jordan Syatt, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Goal weight times 12, which means 12 calories per gram or per pound of body weight. So taking your goal weight times 12 is just an easier way than trying to go to all the different calorie calculators, see if it works for you. It may not in the beginning, so you may have to lower it a little bit. It just depends, but you need to be consistent with it before you say it doesn't work. But times 12 is for anybody really, either you're very active or not. You could do times 10 to 12. I don't have people do times 10 because everyone always wants to go to the lowest amount all the time. So
Just to give a little wiggle room, right?
you can
12.
do goal weight times 10 to 12, but it's not going to harm you, just so you know. And you're probably not going to overeat either.
Yeah. You're welcome, Jill. Michelle 10186, do you add calories if you work out? Depends on the workout, honestly. I do not, but if I was training for a marathon, I would give my body some extra calories to support that. But as far as like a weight training workout goes,
yeah,
I'm not. Or walking, I'm actually lucky if I get I consciously have to try to get in 6 to 7,000 steps a day. So because most of the time I'm kind of sitting on my ass doing stuff on the computer, so I get in my walk like twice a day, and that's just how I get that in. Sometimes, a lot of times I can get to like 10, but that's not my goal. Actually, I should say mostly especially now, it's definitely right around 7 to 8. So on my Fitness Palette ads, yeah. So here's the thing, like if you calculate your macros and then you put in your exercise calories, what it's going to do is it's going to give you those calories back, but it's also going to increase your protein, your carbs, and your fat. So it's kind of blowing up your macros, right? You're eating those calories back, but we don't even know how many calories you're burning. So
yeah, it's a lot less than you think, you guys.
Yeah. And it says, yeah. So she's saying if you have 1,500 calories, it adds calories for example, 200 for the treadmill.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Again, so like best workout, right? Not best workout, but the 12:33 or whatever.
12,
right?
3:30.
So, yeah. How many calories can you burn in that? I don't know, right? 300 maybe. And it depends. If you're a guy, if you're tall, if you're bigger, you're going to burn more calories. If you're smaller, then you're going to burn less. If you're hanging on to the rails for dear life because that's a fucking hard incline to do and you're dying because it's been half an hour, you're probably not burning that many calories. So this is not going to tell you. These are notoriously bad to predict calories. That's all that these are, is like a predictor. So same with like your daily activity as far as calories burned. I know I used to be one of those. I'm such a gadget girl. Girl, right? I had the strap. I had this on. I had two at one time because I got a new one and I wanted to make sure, because this one was so much more expensive. This motherfucker better be better than this one, right?
Right.
And I had them. I compared them, and they were off, and they were all wildly off.
Yeah.
Same with a scale, right? You get a new scale. It's like, okay, hop on it. Right. Wait a minute. I like this one better. This is like 2 pounds difference. So, you can't live and die by these numbers. Any kind of numbers are just going to be some data, and you can't put so much weight into some of this data.
Yeah. Don't work out to see how many calories you burn. Okay. You're defeating the whole purpose, really. You work out because it's good for you. Focus on your nutrition for the fat loss.
Yeah, if you're looking for fat loss at all, then it's definitely going to be diet. If you're looking for body recomp, still diet is king. Exercise, when you're weight training, it's just going to dictate what that body looks like as you take the fat down.
Yeah.
Muscle and fat weigh the same, right? People are like, oh, muscle weighs more than fat. No, right? 1 pound of muscle is 1 pound of muscle. 1 pound of fat is 1 pound of fat. 1
Yep.
pound of fat is going to be bigger, lumpy, and bumpy. Whereas 1 pound, imagine like chicken breast and hamburger meat, right? That's kind of the difference between fat and muscle. You take fat off your body, you're going to decrease your measurements and the size of your body. Muscle is going to dictate what that looks like as you're taking the fat down.
I love it. People are like, oh my God, the glasses, too much. What do you suggest for someone that can't see up close? Do you have any better options for me?
I love those. Those are peepers, right? Did you?
Yeah.
I know, because I've seen people ask about those. You're like, peepers.
Peepers. Oh my God. All right. We got a couple more minutes. It's almost freaking 3. That's crazy. We've been on here an hour. That's blown by.
It did.
People are so weird and rude. Yeah, they are. I just don't understand people. I don't like it costs nothing to be kind, you guys. Absolutely fucking nothing. And people are just out here just being rude because they feel like it. They must be so miserable. I'm so sorry that you're home fucking sad and lonely and angry. Like, that makes me sad for you.
Are you on YouTube at all?
I am, but I never fucking pay attention to anything that goes on there because I heard those comments are crazy. I do the repurpose IO, so everything just goes repurposely over there, and I never look at it.
YouTube's the worst.
I can't imagine like, having between TikTok comments. I haven't. That's all I have room in my brain for.
Yeah, TikTok is brutal, and then I'm like, what? So I get a lot of this is a dude. Like straight up, this is a dude, and then I get like all these people. Yeah, that's what I thought, and I'm like,
are you serious?
I'm a what? Like,
oh my God.
Okay, and then I look at their, again, just like the TikTok, and why do I care? I don't know, but I'm just seeing like who's leaving these comments, and I see like they're probably some 12-year-old kid, right? But then I saw like one was like a 13-year-old girl. She tore me up, right? Tore me up. And I was like, dang, like, I don't even know what to say to her because that's just not
right.
It's just not cool. But like then you have to think like, what the fuck happened? How was your day?
Right.
What's going on with you? Right. That you have to sit and, well, the stuff that she was saying was just like ridiculous. I'm like, okay, like I don't really get the point because I'm not going to answer.
Right.
That's just funny. But yeah, TikTok's TikTok's harsh.
Yeah.
Somebody, Michelle 10186 says, I love the swearing, gets the point across. All right.
All right, you guys.
Thank you so much.
This was fun, Kathy.
Beth. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. And I am going to reach out to you about.
We should do it again.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. And coming on my podcast too.
Yes.
So guys, check out Beth's information.
Kathy. Follow Miss Kathy over here.
Same.
And we will talk to you. We'll be back. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Thanks,
bye,
Beth.
Kathy. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.